let's say the mother has just delivered her baby, so you take the baby out and quickly put it against the mother's chest, because you need to have skin to skin so that mother not only bonds with the baby but also keeps the baby warm. Now remember that there are certain things that you need to understand about a newborn baby is they need to be dried quickly. If you don't keep them dry, then they will start feeling cold and they will go into hypothermia. It is important for you to do that. So this is a 16-year-old. Keep on making sure that you teach her that you need to, Mom, go ahead and support the head all the time. The first thing you're going to do is remember, Mom, can you hold the baby like this? I'm going to have my hands underneath so mother does not know what I'm doing. So see where my fingers are? They are underneath like this. And mother has no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to do several things at the same time. So I'm going to take this off so you can understand what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is, the first thing is important in 1 minute of the baby's birth is APGAR. APGAR, the first thing you do is heart rate. The second thing you do is respiration. The third thing you do is muscle tone. The fourth is reflex. And the fifth is color. Color will come last because at the very end they will always have a bluish color. It's called acrocyanosis. They'll have bluishness because peripheral blood flow is the last place where it goes to for the baby. Remember, there's changes going on in the baby as the baby is born. So the first thing you do is, as you're cleaning, so you dry the head immediately because that's where the heat escapes the most. So you dry the head. Mom, can you bring your hand down like this? I'm just drying your baby. While you're doing it, look what I'm doing. They are soft spots. There's one here and there's one here. They are called fontanelles, anterior and posterior fontanelles. You are going to tell me when each one closes. So please remember, when does anterior fontanelle close, when does the posterior fontanelle close? You're going to tell me what is the shape of the anterior fontanelle and what is the shape of the posterior fontanelle. Anterior, remember, is always going to be, let me just tell you, it's diamond shape, and the posterior is triangle. So which one closes first is something you need to tell me. Feel that and feel the suture lines. There'll be suture lines while you're drying it. As you're drying this, you also do this. This is where your heart should be. This is where the apical pulse is, and you go like this and watch like this as you do it underneath the cloth. You watch it because this is the time you need to know that there's a good heart rate going on. You'll feel it through your finger, and respirations you're checking. If there's any retractions, grunting, or anything like that, and baby is having a hard time, you should take the baby away from the mother and give oxygen, and you probably need to do suction. As soon as you clean this and you've done the fontanelles, now watch this. As I was cleaning, I will also look at the clavicle bone to check if the clavicle bone is bilaterally, by the way, to check that there's nothing, there's not a gap, there's no broken bone, anything like that. While I'm doing this, I quickly go ahead and clean like this, and I'm cleaning like this. What I'm doing here is something else too. I'm checking, this is called rooting reflex. Then I'll put and the baby will automatically turn its head and try to put the finger in the mouth. That means that's called sucking reflex. So you're looking for rooting and suckling. By doing this, you feel your finger to there is no cleft lip, and then put your finger inside for cleft palate. Those are the things you do right away as you're cleaning the baby. Mother, you will not know it because you're doing underneath the blanket. As soon as you've done this, you quickly look by just blindly do like this from the edge of the eye and put it to the pinna. It should match. If it's below, what does it mean? If it's above, what does this baby have? You're going to tell me that. If the ear is below the eyes of the imaginary line of the eye here, then you need to tell me what it is. You guys are going to tell me that. Quickly look at that, and then feel the nose and look at the bridge. If it is flat, that might be this baby has alcohol syndrome baby. So you need to look at the bridge. If there's a septal deviation, that means this baby will be a mouth breather. So then what do we do? How are we going to make sure that the baby is keeping its air supply? As soon as you do this and clean this and stuff like that, I've done quite a lot of things while just doing the head part. And then I'll tell the mom, let me reposition the baby so I can suction the baby so I can take the junk that came out with the baby come out. So when you reposition, look at this thumb of mine. I'll let go so the baby is going like this. That's called head leg. You need to make sure the head leg is there. Is it good to have a head leg at 6 months? You're going to tell me about that. Okay, so head leg, and then I'm going to turn the baby, and when I'm turning the baby, I'm going to check something else. This is called dancing The baby will go bum 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 on the mother's abdominal area. That means the baby has dancing, stepping, or walking reflex. They're all the same thing. Dancing, stepping, or walking reflex. As I do it, then I put the baby like that. When I put the baby on the side, the baby will go like this. That's tonic neck reflex. So you need to understand that you have done quite a lot of things just by cleaning the baby in the top part of the head. As soon as you've done it, you suction the baby. You suction the baby, you have to have air out like this before you put it in the mouth. On the side of the mouth, just do it on the mother. Side of the mouth, do it on the mother. Nose, in the mother. Nose and on the mother. And then clean the mother. By the way, as you clean the baby, you need to clean the mother because mother is going to be wet, baby is not going to dry up. Baby is going to get cold. So you need to, as soon as you've done all that, the first thing you need to do is cover the head so that the heat does not escape the head. Okay, so those are the things. So have I done my APGAR? Yes, I have. If you look at it, I've gone and done apical pulse and respirations. That is the first thing in the APGAR, heart rate and respirations. Did I do my muscle tone? Yes, I did. When I did like this, there was a muscle tone I was looking for. When the baby did tonic neck reflex, there was a muscle tone that everything is working. If the baby is not doing that and your book has picture of one that is at normal tonic neck reflex and one that is normal tonic neck reflex. So you will understand that this baby is intact. If this baby had problems like that, I would have to take the baby away from the mother to do further checkup. You need to immediately take the baby away from the mother and do a neuro checkup. A neurologist should be there to do all that. So this is something very important. So I did muscle tone and reflexes at the same time. The only thing that I might not have done is color might still be either 8 or 9. And that's normal. That's the first time the baby is born. So this part has been done.